means congratulations, Brianna. You have won the golden power of veto. Okay, so Adelaide has been saved by Brianna from the block. There we have it. Our two final nominations facing eviction are Aubrey and Deacon by a vote of 3-1. Aubrey, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Please welcome house guest number 9 and house guest number 10, Cody and Jenna. Deacon, you have to beat 168 to win. Deacon sells for 214, which means congratulations, Deacon. You are the new head of household.
Sabavia Zaffel! Nurbana Kabul!
Boombraza? Huh? Yibs. Emka Floof?
Yeah, Yibs.
Hello and welcome back to Startup Simsy's Let's Play Big Brother 1. It is day 10 inside the Big Brother house and we have just seen Deacon nominate Jenna and Cody for potential eviction from the Big Brother house. Let's check in with them. So Cody's in the kitchen, just feeling a bit uncomfortable with all the dirt. We've got Jenna, Cody, and Brianna over here talking. Brianna obviously thinks she's got away with a close shave there, because she did vote to evict Deacon last week. But probably just consoling the two of them a little bit, and giving them some advice as they are the newbies in the house. Although they're the newbies, I have to say, it was very close. It was very close between, not saying their names, but some other house guests. So I don't think it's that they're new that was to their detriment. I think the two of them didn't really, push for Deacon. If it was other house guests that became the head of household, I think it would have been a bit of a different story. So at least they both got the chance to save themselves with the power of veto. Okay, Deacon's coming over to them now. So the three of them are having a conversation. He's probably just explaining why he's nominated them, how he feels about it. Adelaide and Calvin just became good friends. Calvin's really making some good alliances at the moment. He's becoming friends with a lot of people. So coming up on today's episode, we will be following the house guests, following the nominations, catching up with them and any conversations that are being had. We will also be playing the veto competition, so who will win the power of veto and will it be used to save either Jenna or Cody from potential eviction? And if so, who will Deacon name as the replacement nominee? We'll also have the veto meeting take place also. So a lot of conversation happening now down at the dining table. We've got Deacon, we've got Adelaide, Calvin, Josie and Sharon. So 5 original day 1 house guests here. Brianna nowhere to be seen as always. So I found Brianna. She is on the sofa in the green room, sleeping again obviously because that's what she does best. Jenna is upstairs playing chess on her own, probably just taking some time out. She's new in the house, she's only on her second day really, and she's been nominated. She's probably just thinking, how do I get myself out of this? There is the veto competition to be played yet, so anything can happen. Cody's taking a swim on his own in the pool. Probably same as Jenna, just taking some time out to really kind of get his head around being nominated. It is a lot. The other house guests have been in here for an extra 8 days before these two. So he's probably just getting his head together, thinking what he needs to do. He knows he's got the upcoming veto. He wants to win it. Jaren obviously very happy that he's not nominated. He did nominate Deacon as the replacement nominee last week, so he feels very happy that he is safe. Obviously, I think he would be the type of person that would want to win the veto this week just to secure his safety. And I'd also think, I think the three of those would potentially be gunning for the veto this week just because they feel like they're on a bit of treacherous ground with Deacon. Okay, some good conversations happening downstairs at the dining table still. So we've got Josie, Deacon, Adelaide and Calvin just having a conversation, getting to know each other. Obviously Calvin's becoming good friends with a lot of people. Calvin and Adelaide are walking off. I wonder where they're going. But Josie and Deacon, who are very good friends, are continuing their conversation at the dining table, probably explaining his reasoning for nominating the two new house guests and what they might do if the veto is used on one of them. So Adelaide and Calvin have kind of left the dining table just to go for a swim. Probably have a bit more of a conversation between the two of them about what's gone down. Brianna and Cody have joined the conversation with Josie and Deacon. Not much conversation happening, they're just kind of all sat there a bit awkwardly actually, and I don't know if that's because Brianna's there or because Cody's there. Okay, so Jenna and Jaren are at the chess table playing chess. So I think what it's about at the moment is kind of, they might not think that someone may use a veto on them. I feel like Jenna and Cody probably do think that they very much have to win the veto to save themselves. But what it is about is if they are still on the block post-veto meeting, is having those votes to stay in the house and kind of build those relationships from then on then, really. Jenna's feeling sad, so she's going to go and have a little cry in the bed. We've got Deacon and Adelaide by the pool, just having a bit of a conversation. Calvin's up by the chessboard on his home. He's got Jaren coming over to him now to join him. I feel like Calvin's done a lot of good damage control this week in terms of relationships. And obviously being the first head of household. We've got Jenna and Brianna having a conversation in the bedroom. I feel like Brianna's probably one of the day one house guests that will be easiest to convince to use the veto, if at all, just because of how her relationships are a little bit fractured with the other day one house guests also. Okay, so without further ado, I think it's time for the veto competition. House guests, please gather in the backyard for today's veto competition. Okay, so this is the veto competition. The power is up for grabs and all 8 house guests are competing for this power of veto. This is our second round of hide and seek veto. The power of veto has been hidden somewhere in the house, and the first house guest to locate it will win the power. So this week the power of veto is hidden in the fridge. So the first house guest to open the fridge will win the golden power of veto. Let the competition begin. Okay, so who will be the... Oh my gosh. Is Calvin going to go straight to the fridge? This is going to be the quickest competition ever. Oh, no, he's gone to the side. Never mind. Okay, so he's not going into the fridge. I thought he was going to get some food out of the fridge then, but he's not. Calvin's so close, and he's probably the closest at the moment to the veto. I thought he was about to get his second competition win then. Deacon's coming in. Is he about to go to the fridge? Oh. Oh, he's just... And congratulations, Deacon. You have won the golden power of veto. His third competition win. Deacon wins the power. So after that quick competition is over and Deacon's won the power, we've got Josie, we've got Jaren, we've got Cody who's just had a negative interaction with Brianna out here as well. So Deacon has won his third competition and he's clearly becoming a bit of a competition beast now as well. We've got Jenna and Calvin over here. Jenna clearly wanted the power of veto, but Deacon did get to it first. So here he is, our power of veto winner. He holds all the power this week. He is head of household and he's got the power of veto. The first time this has happened this season. So he does have a choice to make. He can keep the nominations the same, or he can extend a save to one of the new house guests and name a replacement nominee if he thinks he wants to get someone else out instead. So Jenna is still kind of working that angle that he might actually save either herself or Cody and get one of the day one house guests on the block instead. So a lot of conversation going to be had tonight, I am sure. So outside by the pool, we've got Josie, Adelaide, we've got Brianna, we've got Cody, and we've got Jaren. They're all kind of having a group conversation at the moment while the other three are inside.
Waboose. Shibi. Chabina.
Brianna's really kind of holding court in this. Is this her kind of trying to turn a corner and kind of get to know people a little bit better? I say that, but she has managed to keep herself off the block the whole time, so you know it's clearly working for her, which is remarkable. Inside we've still got Jenna, Deacon and Calvin having a conversation. This is going to maybe work in Jenna's favour. This is good conversation that's happening between Deacon and Jenna, and kind of very time sensitive as well, considering that the veto meeting is happening in the morning as well. So they've she knows what she's doing here. She's working on to Deacon's good side. They're flirting a little bit as well. Is this the first Big Brother romance that we're seeing? It might be. They are having a little flirt. What is happening here? They're really getting to know each other. Is this all part of a game plan on Jenna's part? She's like, if I can't get safe, if I'm going to be nominated, I'm going to flirt my way to the top. Is this Jenna having a kind of showmance with head of household Deacon? So all 8 house guests are by the pool outside having a good conversation. This is probably the first time this season I've seen all 8 of them kind of just really sit down, stop talking game and kind of have a conversation between all of them, which is quite nice. They're all sat on the edge of the pool, getting to know one another a bit more, especially with the new house guests coming in, which is nice. So Deacon is holding court with Josie, Cody, Jenna, Adelaide and Calvin, while the rest are kind of in the pool, just kind of around. We've got Jaren in the pool, we've got Brianna just standing offside there as well. Okay, so Deacon's had enough of the niceties outside with the big group. He's off to do a bit of cleaning, it looks like. Adelaide very much still kind of getting to know everyone a bit more, especially Cody and Jenna. She's kind of been around them two quite a lot. She obviously sees a good kind of use for them in the future. To be fair, I feel like the 2 nominees, Jenna and Cody, are really putting in the work at the moment with Deacon and the other house guests. They've realised we're in this now. We need to put our best foot forward. Obviously, these other house guests have had 8 days kind of ahead of us. We need to kind of solidify those relationships. We need to play the game, which they are doing. Okay, so as the house guests make their way to bed, as day 10 comes to a close, in the morning we have the veto meeting. Will the power be used, and will Deacon force his own hand to name a replacement nominee? Okay, so it's day 11 inside the Big Brother house, and the house guests are waking up. The veto meeting will be taking place shortly, so let's check in with the 2 nominees. So Jenna's kind of just keeping quiet at the moment, just clearing the garbage. I feel like she's like, what's done is done. She's having a bit of a conversation with Brianna over here. Then we've got Cody upstairs. He's playing chess on his own. Again, he's probably thinking the veto meeting's kind of imminent. He's probably seen that, you know, Jenna and Deacon have been getting a bit close, so he might feel a bit like a lost cause at the moment. But he's probably just hoping that, you know, he's at least got the votes to stay. Then our head of household, Deacon, is having a conversation with Jaren. So, without further ado, let's get the veto meeting underway. House guests, please gather in the living room for today's veto meeting. Okay, so Jenna has been saved from the chopping block by head of household and power veto holder Deacon. Deacon must now name a replacement nominee. And Deacon has named Brianna as the replacement nominee. There you have it. Brianna and Cody are your final nominees. Head of household Deacon has done a U-turn on his initial nominee of new house guest Jenna. Obviously there's a bit of a romantic spark between the two, and he's put Brianna up in her place. So who will be evicted from the Big Brother house, Brianna or Cody? And who will win the next head of household competition? Tune in Thursday at 8 AM British time for Let's Play Big Brother 1 with Startup Simsy.